Classic era servers are officially dead. Oh, this seems interesting. Let's watch this, guys.
Around the word dead as a kind of synonym for, well, I don't like this thing anymore, I've concluded that it is bad, and you should not like it either. People to this day call retail World of Warcraft dead, when just wait and see for the Dragonflight launch, that'll show you how dead it really is. If you wanted a truly dead MMO,
I'm gonna play Dragonflight. What about you guys? Like, even though it's probably not gonna be the best, and it's gonna be like 2 weeks of hype, and then, you know, I don't know, man. I just love giving Blizzard money. I have 4 WoW accounts that I'm subscribed to. That's $50 a month. You know, I just like giving these guys money, man. So I'm gonna give them 50 or 60 euros. I'm gonna play for 2 weeks. I'm gonna lose like 1,000 followers, and then I'm gonna go back to playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic. That's my plan.
WildStar is over there. But when I use the word dead for classic era servers,
Bro, I never played WildStar. Like, I was like in my guild was like, yo, WildStar, let's go, boys. It's gonna kill WoW, man. I never played it, and then it doesn't even exist anymore, right? They
really
shut
mean
down
it.
servers.
Well, okay, when I say dead, more dead, deader, I suppose is appropriate. That's kind of giving you the idea that there were real signs of life beyond a hopeful forum post or a Reddit thread, trying to rally some new troops and give them a sense of hope, because the classic era servers just never really took off. Recently, there's been 2 truly condemning pieces of news from Blizzard regarding the state of classic era servers, both for classic World of Warcraft as well as the Burning Crusade, which more or less say this didn't work, people don't want this, so we're just not going to be doing.
Dude, it's not that people don't want it, it's because you made them pay money for it. Like, I don't know, man.
It anymore. Let's give them both a quick read over. First, regarding TBC, this was announced shortly after Wrath of the Lich King was confirmed during that live stream. They say, we're not going to let people stay in Burning Crusade who want to this time. We really didn't have a lot of uptick in interest in that, and we're going to make sure that we continue to preserve the original classic version of the game. We know some people really did want that version, so that version is going to continue to exist, but as we continue, TBC will just transition into Wrath Classic, and there will not be another choice or clone.
But dude, I want to stay in the BC. I want to stay in the Burning Crusade and the Duzulaman and you know, like, come on, man.
Service offered as we
I wouldn't want to stay in the
so
BC
TBC
era.
Is just straight up not happening
That's
in the
all
first
happening.
place. I guess it's not even dead on arrival, it's just non-existent. This second bit of news happened a few weeks later and is regarding Classic, and I bet you probably haven't even heard that this is happening. That's how little
what is it, WillE? Tell me.
error gets. On an official post, Blizzard say the World of Warcraft BC Classic character clone service will soon be cycled out of the Battle.net shop. This service will be on sale until its retirement on July 26, 2022. After that date, any locked clones will be removed from their respective realms and will no longer be available.
So they're gonna make it like 66% off, and then you can't do it anymore. Thank you, Blizzard. That's very nice of you. I appreciate it.
You haven't made a choice for any of your characters since the last time you logged into either WoW Classic or BC Classic, those characters will be moved to Burning Crusade Classic.
Like, how much money do you think Blizzard made from character cloning? Because I don't think it's that much. Like, they couldn't have made like more than a couple million euro, you know? I don't know how many people copied that character. Like, even if 100k copied that character, it's like, what, 1.5 mil?
The classic era version of those
for them,
characters
it's not a
will be
lot,
permanently deleted and unavailable for cloning.
Rip.
So what this means is after 26th of July 2022, there can never be any population growth aside from brand new characters for classic era servers. Any untouched characters move to TBC and eventually Wrath.
I want to say this, by the way. This is super cool, though, that these servers exist, in my opinion, because maybe you want to, like, just test something and you can make a character on this. Like, it's nice you can still make a character on the server. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's better than, like, if the servers didn't exist. Yeah, but, like, you know, some people make character, they want to do 1 to 10 leveling race, you know, or, you know, hardcore challenge, whatever, right? Like, I kind of wish they would do for TBC the same thing. Like, make a TBC era server, like, just make one per region, and not allow any copying of characters, just like allow creating characters. Maybe someone wants to like do that, I don't know.
And unused
Just one
clones
server.
are permanently deleted. So when I say Ever Realms are dead, this is kind of what I mean. Can I just say here, if you're one of these guys who are in the camp of give me Wrath of the Lich King, I will happily play that for years, which I do see in the comments, it's not looking too good for you right about now. It's also worth a mention on top of this that there is currently no...
Dude, that was so fucking funny, man. Like, this guy is like getting closer and closer, and like, yo, nice timing, bro. Nice timing. Okay, like, wait.
no plans to do a TBC seasonal server either, unless...
Dude, my viewers literally playing these fart cards are reacting better to the video than I am, man. That's all I can say. Also, by the way, thank you so much for supporting the content, guys, and not subscribing in the last hour. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Unless, as Blizzard have said, there is a clear community demand for it, which, I'm going to be real, I read the forums, I look at Reddit, I have a lot of comments on my own videos, and I'm not seeing any level of demand for it whatsoever. I would be amazed if they did a TBC seasonal server. And Classic seasonal server has recently entered Phase 5, which is AQ40.
Yeah.
The war effort is underway, though from what I hear, the autocomplete, which they obviously need, let's be real, nobody's going to go and farm 80,000 copper ore or whatever you need on a season.
Where has no one finished the AQ event yet?
Server, but the autocomplete isn't working properly, though they should be into AQ40 relatively soon and seeing all of the changes in there. But overall, there is a small...
But then they say they're gonna nerf it, like nerf how much materials you need. I don't know.
Player base for classic seasonal servers, and that's the place where Blizzard will start to put changes into the game, much to the annoyance of the classic purists, since this is the only official fresh server Blizzard looks as though they're going to be doing. Also, I'll just throw this out there, I don't think Blizzard will ever do a no changes server. I reckon there will be more seasonal servers, however, and they will have more drastic levels of changes to them. So, all roads lead to Wrath of the Lich King then. It certainly seems that way where we are at the moment, and despite it being the most popular World of Warcraft expansion ever, I won't be surprised if there's a very similar sentiment when we're closing in on Kata, which again I think will happen as an...
Okay, here's my opinion. I'm gonna get hated for this. I don't think it's good to divide the community a lot of times. You know, like that's probably what Blizzard is realizing right now, right? Like, we have retail, we have Rat coming, right? Do you also want to have Classic as well and TBC? TBC Fresh, a Classic Fresh. Like, it's a lot of different things, and they're gonna intertwine, and then people are gonna have to pick, oh, I have to play this, now I can't raid here. You know how many people quit my guild because they were playing SOM? Like, SOM was nice, but it's really hard to, like, launch SOM, like a new one, when there's, like, Dragonflight on the horizon and also Rat. Like, they have to somehow make them not overlap, and that's kind of hard. Right? And you're just dividing the community more and more. Like, I'm not sure if this is like even the right play for Blizzard. Like, why not make 1 or 2 really good games to play for WoW, than making like 3 or 4 like not so great games? I just feel like they're splitting their workforce more, right? Like, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't take that much effort to launch these old servers, but they're doing changes to them. They have somebody that's making money, that's getting paid. His job description is, you know, boss changing guy, or, you know, like, I don't know, they changed the queue bosses, so they're putting in time and effort into that could be maybe spent on other stuff. I still think SOM is a good idea, but they have to be very careful. If they, like, I don't think they should do SOM TBC. I think they should maybe do SOM again, Classic, but not TBC, bro. Like, it would be so bad if we have 2 SOMs, Rat and Dragonflight at the same time. Like, it's just like 4 different games they have to manage. Not a good idea.
Expansion. So what went wrong with error servers then? Why have these failed to garner a player base from all those people who prefer classic WoW over every other version of the game? And why... And
don't get me wrong, dude, I wouldn't mind maybe doing like a buffed content in TBC, but to be completely honest with you, dude, I'm not gonna say I hate the Burning Crusade, but it's very frustrating to play TBC sometimes, bro. Like, you need to have 5 shamans. Like, finding people is super hard, bro. Like, it's like threat, man. Like, there's so many tilting things about TBC that I think will, like, deter people from wanting to play it again? Like, do you feel like playing TBC again, bro? Like, I don't know, a lot of people that play TBC right now, they're like just looking, they're like probably playing it for Rat. You know, that's like, yeah, we're just waiting for Rat, I'm just gonna do Sunwell. Like, I like Sunwell. In my opinion, Sunwell is by far the best raid in this game. Excuse me. Since in Classic, I prefer Sunwell to anything in Classic. It's a very good raid. But bro, like, I don't know, Black Temple didn't meet my expectations. Mount Hyjal wasn't fun. I don't know, Karazhan was like way too much trash, and like when you die you have to run all the way back, it takes like 10 minutes. Like this stuff, I'm not gonna look back to it and be like, oh, that was fun. Right? And TBC is like weird because you have like 5-man buffs, you know, like, oh, I don't have an Ellie Shaman in my group, I'm gonna do less damage. Oh, I don't have a Shadow Priest, I'm gonna have no mana. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have Wind Fury, I don't have a Feral Druid, you know, it's always something you don't have that makes you feel worse because you're missing out on this damage buff. And then Rat, there's still like, you know, single target damage buffs like Tricks of the Trade and stuff, but it's gonna be raid wide. That's like nice. I don't know. I can't say I'm gonna look back into TBC and say I want to play it again, but that's me. I'm sure there's someone out here that wants to keep playing TBC forever. And hey, power to you.
Why are Blizzard effectively throwing this whole idea in the bin as a failed project? Well, to me, every single possible argument, thought, and rationalization between who's at fault here can be boiled down to one key thing, which error servers don't.
Yeah, I'm pausing the video again. Like, exactly. Like, okay, don't for 5 minutes. So, imagine you show up to a raid, right? You brought your consumables. You're doing everything you can, right? And for some reason, on that specific day, Joseph didn't show up. Joseph, he wrote in absence 5 minutes before raid time. He's an enhancement shaman. And he said, sorry, I can't make it today. And then you have Brian, who is a Trial in the guild. And he's playing a Resto shaman. And he's no idea how to play the game. And now he's your shaman. So you don't have enhanced totems. And you don't have enhanced Wind Fury. And you don't have, what's it called? Unleashed Rage. And also Brian, he's not going to twist. He's going to put Wind Fury down. That's going to be it for you, bro. Instantaneously, your raiding experience is worse. Just because of one individual that had an unfortunate whatever, why he didn't show up. That fucking sucks, bro. I'm not about you. I get pissed off by that stuff. The fact that one person not showing up can hinder my enjoyment of a raid. Have it be a Shadow Priest, an Innervate, whatever it is, right? It's such a bad game design, bro. You know? Like, I don't know. This is why I'm not gonna look back to TBC and say it was good. This is it, bro. Like, it's too, like, these classes are too important. I just CBA. Alright? Sorry for ranting. I'm back to watching the video and not talking.
Don't do and never will do. Progression. MMOs need progression. Error servers don't have progression, so they don't work. That's basically it. No new players, no growing economy, no new raid content, no battlegrounds, no class rebalancing. All the servers do is offer an environment where 25 or 30 biscuit warriors can blast through next 40 once a week.
Wait, I'm gonna check. Sorry, do people still do that? Because I know there were some Chinese guilds that were playing SOM. I'm just curious to check this. How do you see SOM phase 1, phase 2? Not SOM, sorry, season 0. It's season 0, right? Bro, they're still doing it. This is May 12th. Look, they're speedrunning Nextramas. Their fastest run is 57 minutes. They still haven't... Oh, with Raskips? I don't know. Like, they still haven't beaten the Nota timer. But there you go. People are still playing as the Era servers, not even SOM. This is Era. Mostly Chinese guilds. There's... Hey, a guild from Noggenfogger, Fun Police, 29th May. That's a couple days ago. You know, nice comp there. So yeah, people still play on the Era servers, right? Like some guilds. I mean, imagine managing to bring 40 people to do this. You get nothing out of it except like your own enjoyment, right? But I guess it's, you know, they like doing it, right? Otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. It's cool. It's pretty cool.
Saying this, error servers had a problem from the start. The first issue was the price tag on cloning your character. Oh, and this cloning I keep talking about is a paid service. Yes, this costs money, where you can duplicate your character so they're both available to play on the error servers as well as the live service as well. At first, Blizzard tried to offer this service for a rather staggering $35.
What? Yeah, but they reduced it, right? Wasn't it 15? There's no way. Like, these guys are high. Imagine thinking people would pay $35, bro. Yeah, it's 66%. It was 15, right? And then now it's 5. Yeah, now it's 5. If you guys want to do this, I'm kind of advertising Blizzard, but €5 you can copy your character. Like, I don't know, maybe you have a character you're attached to. You have like one more month. End of June, it's Rouse. It's gone. All right. So if you want to pay €5, you can copy. It's discount. I'm not trying to sell out like that. I'm just saying.
Predictable
Maybe
community
someone here wants to
backlash
do it.
ensued, and it was lowered to 15. Again, this is for an automated service, but what can I say? That's the norm for Blizzard. I believe this was done in part to try and filter out those who really wanted to play.
Listen, you're not an ATM to Blizzard, okay? Blizzard cares about the community. They like listening to the community. They like doing changes based on what the community wants, right? Money is just like, I mean, that's a bonus, you know?
Era, otherwise everybody would have cloned a character because, well, why not? Era Realms also began...
Like, I'm the same with streaming. I don't stream for money. Like, I stream because I like, you know, talking to you guys and playing WoW. And, you know, like, I'm not even making any money right now. Look, I haven't got a sub in 1 hour. Am I complaining? No, it's fine. Like, that's just, if someone subs, that's a huge, that's free money, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I'm working for free right now.
Their life as just single servers as they had been throughout the duration of Classic. And after a good while of it becoming rather apparent that next to nobody was playing there, Blizzard took the very rare step of connecting realms. This is what they do instead of merging. By the way, Blizzard have pretty much never merged a server ever, in case you're wondering about that. This is where players from several different realms will share a server and just have their server name appear after their own. They've done this on retail a lot over the years. And even if this was done from day one, I don't think it would have made any real difference. In fact, there could have been one realm per region and there wouldn't be a lot of change.
Damage Dom, thank you for subscribing to this content, to the channel.
Or them doing it too late. It's just,
thank you, sir.
Well, there's no progression on the servers. People by the end of Classic had started to see the holes in the perfect memory of the fabric. The world buff griefing. Your class was just so weak. The time needed to farm gold. People were ready for TBC to begin to fix the game or to make their class viable at last. A mix of all this has meant the population for Era just never got off the ground and picked up its own player base. It's a harsh reality check of what players really do want that less than 3 years after release, Classic is already moving back to its place in the memories of those who were there on the 26th of August 2019. As for TBC Era, well, they aren't even doing it in the first place, nor are they doing a seasonal server at this point in time either, and I'll be doing a full review for TBC later on now that I've experienced everything the expansion has to offer, but the overall hype level for it just didn't match up to Classic. It wasn't even close, and I think you can hardly blame Blizzard for not wanting to do TBC Era either. I'm 100% sure it would be a similarly eerie, empty world with a handful of guilds clearing Sunwell in their abyss. It's funny actually.
And the worst thing about it is TBC is more dependent on raiding than Classic, right? So like, you know, in Classic, some people just actually enjoy maybe just finding Black Lotus or, you know, mining rich thorium veins or like running Dire Maul, right? Marathon, whatever. In TBC, what are you gonna do? You know, like you want to just raid, right? Like, or do arena. Like, people would like to. I think they should do a server mainly for arena. Like, some people here will have a double glaive rogue and they would like to just, you know, play arena forever, right? That's like, dude, guys, I can't handle these.
In the 2 quotes we started off the video with, they said, first of all, we're going to make sure that we continue to preserve the original Classic version of the game, and then a few weeks later, oh, by the way, you can't clone characters anymore. I get this feeling people are going to start to be nostalgic for the Classic launch at this point already. A fresh just doesn't miss. Even the release of Season of Mastery was huge when it first came out, but there's just no longevity to these types of servers by the looks of things. People come in, they play for a few weeks, they start hitting the endgame content, and then they get the feeling of, yeah, I've done this before actually, and they stop playing. And that feeling is though people are quitting, your realm size is shrinking, and the game isn't popular really.
That's why they should copy the PoE model. PoE, 3 months. First 2 weeks is insane amount of people playing, then it's kicked by, and people stop. They should copy this, man. Like, if you had a fresh every 3 months, like, I would play, bro. I would just level a bit, you know, farm some kick Ws, and then when I hit level 60, I'll be like, I need to farm Hand of Justice, Iron Foe if I want. You know, I gotta get Briarwood Reed, I gotta fish for Jed. Guys, see you next fresh. You know, that's what I would do. I would just level for content, and then I would quit, right? Because I don't feel like farming Priebus for like the 14th time. Sorry, you know, that's probably how a lot of people feel as well. Anyways,
Really affects the MMO genre.
by the way, Blizzard, like, if you ever launch a swim again, listen, Blizzard, please, just put Jed always up. I don't know why you haven't done this yet. No one likes fishing for Jed, grabbing telescope and looking to a corner. Alright, just put him there all the time. It would be super nice. Thank you.
Especially Classic WoW, because it is by no means a single player game. So much of the content needs a group of players for you to be able to enjoy it on a regular basis. So when things start to go south, the player base just evaporates in no time at all. We will see what the plans for any additional servers at the end of Season of Mastery will be, but I really believe they have to go all out and aim to provide an experience.
Dude, you remember in the SOM Hardcore, there were some dudes that were doing some quest here, and they ninja pulled a bunch of these guys and died. And the paladin Giga Chad, she DI'd someone to save them. Like, DIing in the hardcore means your character dies. Like, it was super cool. I remember this, and that's why I'm talking about it. All right, can you give me a POC T in the chat? Cool.
For the players, which will not be familiar. On top of that, they need to rebalance content and classes during each major content patch for it to see any real measure of success.
Am I pausing the video too much, by the way? Because you guys on the other video said I was not reacting enough. I just want pausing it more and, like, you know, I hope it's good.
Or I suppose there is the mandatory and copium-fueled Classic Plus, which I should give a mention to. The idea that Blizzard will develop entirely brand new content for Classic, which, by the way, would have to start from the beginning of the game, not after Naxxramas. Nobody's going to play copy-paste.
Bro, I would play Classic again if Blizzard adds the Monk class. I want to play a Pandaren Monk at level 1 in Classic, bro. Just go like, yo, boom, and like roll. And like spinning crane kick, bro. Dude, I'll figure out a way to solo Marathon as a monk. I'll be like stacking all the mobs, rolling away, bro. Like spinning, putting the statue, and then spin. Like, dude, please
add the monk for 12 months for the promise of something new at the end of it. The entire journey has to be altered, which, I mean, well, it sounds like a lot of work, doesn't it? I don't know what level of spaghetti code Blizzard have to deal with trying to get things working on Classic, but older games are usually built on tech which, well, if you were given the choice, you wouldn't use it these days. Let's put it like that. I'd love to see it, don't get me wrong, but it would be a surprise, not an expectation. And that's with the deal for Microsoft takeover going fairly smoothly as well, though I'm not quite sure to what extent Microsoft are going to be paying attention to.
Nothing has happened yet, right? We don't have Microsoft, what's it called? Like the thing, right?
Classic WoW. That is the news though. RIP era
Probably gonna take some years
to Classic and TBC, but kind of for real though. It's funny, I've never played there, I never would play there, but I'm still kind of sad to see it go. Let me know your thoughts, guys. As always, thank you all so much for watching and listening in.
What a great video, WillE. What a great video. Guys, can we get some hearts in the chat for WillE providing this video? I really appreciate it, man. It was an interesting video. I learned a lot, you know. It was cool. Okay, I need one more video to leech, to react to. And then, you know, the next invites have already started, so... so, like, you know, we gotta find a video, right?